I like to present today a visit to Dubrovnik. Let's see what we have here. Dubrovnik is a city in Croatia, former on the Adriatic Sea. Okay, let's see a little bit about the city. It's in southern Croatia from the Adriatic Sea. It's known for its distinct old town encircled with massive stone walls completed in 16th century. Its well-preserved buildings range from baroque St. Blaise Church to Renaissance Spinoza Place, Gothic Rector's Place, now a history museum. Paved with limestone, the pedestrianized plaza is lined with shops and restaurants. So let's see a trip to Croatia. Getting energy from the tree. We see here an aqueduct, an old aqueduct. In between the streets, there are a lot of flowers for kilometers. So in this part, Croatia has resorts for people from former Yugoslavia that that people from all former Yugoslavia are coming here because the prices are lower. They buy land, they build houses, and Croatia has a policy of encouraging people to develop the land in this area. They encourage the tourism. For kilometers, they have this flower arrangements on streets. So you drive for hours and they have the same pattern of tree and flowers. They take care of the land and of the they take care of the land they have, and the temperature and the weather, it's very beneficial. So we see the angle of the land. It's similar with the edge of a star fort. Very large statue. So here we are in Dubrovnik, and this could be the name of the place, Loznica, Croatia. This they call it bastion. These buildings were built a while ago, few hundred years ago, and we see few story buildings, and this is an organized place, and just building this kind of bastion involves a lot of engineering. They need to have designers, they need to have land surveyors, and people to use it. So apparently there were a lot of people at that time, and to build it, and to build the material, to transport the material. So just think of the scenery is impressive, beyond. So this is the cathedral inside the place. This is a dream place to have a house. Apparently, this river has a constant temperature of 27 degrees Celsius. So it's very comfortable to be around this place. So this is the image inside the church, a lot of gold, a lot of art that was uh, involved in building these statues. Dubrovnik, Croatia, check the start for pentagonal format, also megalithic structure. So here we have a pentagonal starry grad. So so this is inside of a church. So we had a choir of local people that inspired from the old religious music. We continue with the view of Croatia. Different local legend tell people to leave money there to return or for good luck. So now we can see the dimension of this fort and the immense work hours to be put to just to build. What about to design? What about to establish where to have this star fort? And we are going to see inside the place, which is impressive.
Did you know you can learn 100 songs on piano in 1 hour? No way. No way. All you need to learn.
So this is how a star fort, a fort, they say 400 years, probably it's much older because it's on the base of an older fort on an older place. Just to walk, it's a lot of walking inside this fort, and this is open to the public. So this we are already inside the fort. Observe the details. They have some sort of lightings. And those that do reverse engineering, here is the present one, and this is the old style of lighting. So those that are focused on reverse engineering of old technology should go probably there. And this is the interior of this bastion, star fort, former star fort. We are in Dubrovnik. All around the world, the old building have this triangle with these specific angles to the base above the doors. Just pay attention when you see buildings around the world, and they have the same triangle, the same design, proving that a uniform culture was around the world. Streets were narrow, are narrow inside. We see the Masonic, probably floor. This is the floor they were talking about. They keep it clean. They are keeping it clean for the tourists. It's very uniform and made out of a specific stone. We have entertainers, restaurants, churches, fountains. So it was an entire city development, thinking of all the details of all the needs of the people living in the city. So they have performances, Hamlet. These are windows that look like church windows. A lot of thinking and work has been invested in the details of this church. So angels, these are built walls of that bastion / Starfort, part of former Starfort, because it's only a part of, it seems to be only part of a former extremely large place, how to say, and these are the walls. So look at the people, how small are the people compared to the walls. This is the new electrical street electrification using the old walls. The doors are much larger. Probably people were larger when they built it. This angle is it's an angle specific for a star fort. So they don't have vertical walls. They are slightly sloped inside the center of the place. And we see the difference, how small are the boats compared to these walls. We don't build such a structure now. So they say 600 years ago, who knows the reality. They have a market with flowers and fruits and vegetables. And we come back to the church, which the statues are very impressive. So if they were made out of marble, it's hard to make sculpture of such precision. If they are made out of cement, what kind of cement resists so many years? Beautiful org. We don't build org anymore. They say org has a same root as the word organ. Organ, some suggest that the org were used to emit sounds that were healing for the organs, for the human body. So people were going to these places and they got healed using a form of sound healing, using the music played in these places at the org. If it's marble, again, look at the details. If it's cement, how come it resisted for so long? Or geopolymer, or who knows? The Dubrovnik Cathedral. So we are at the Dubrovnik Cathedral. The newly discovered church bears the characteristics of Byzantine style from the period of late antiquity. It was a three-nave basilica with three apses. The central apse has a semicircular form from the inside and the trapezoid form the outside. Very interesting is also the large area of the basilica, which was more than 30 meters long and more than 15 meters wide. The idea for the building of the present day Baroque cathedral came from Dubrovnik abbot Stefan Grajic, 1613-1683, who stayed in Rome as an unofficial envoy of Dubrovnik Republic. The main architect of the cathedral is Andrea Buffalini. the final work of the cathedral were executed by local craftsmen, Kija Katic, who had a long time experience gained by working on other public buildings. The cathedral was formally opened in 1713 by a procession from a church of Saint Rosary, which carried the holy relics and sang Te Deum. It was built from a Latin cross. So you have a Madonna, a Byzantine Madonna from 12th century. They have Our Lady of Port cathedral. Part of the altar is covered with marble panel reaching from predella to the top of the attic. The central part of the panel, there is a niche with the painting of Our Lady of Port. Present day, the painting of Our Lady once belonged to the church Zigurata in Prijenko, and it was brought to the cathedral upon the decision of the Senate to replace the famous old painting of Our Lady of Port, which was after the earthquake in 1667 in St. Blaise's Church. It was destroyed by fire on a night between 24 and 26, 1706. So you see, at the beginning of this century, there are strange fires that destroy buildings, and you see these buildings are made out of stones. The painting depict the lady with Jesus in her hands. It was painted on wood in manner of old paintings. Madonna, dimension 107 centimeter by 80 something centimeter. Okay. So this is a clock mechanism that the city tower, the clock of the city tower. In the state archives of Dubrovnik, there is a document of May 31st, 1389, recording the singing in the Rector's palace of signing in the Rector Palace of a contract between the representative of Dubrovnik Republic and Italian clockmaker from Lecce concerning the making of a tower clock for the southwest of the towers of the Rector's palace. The bell tower is called this way. This is the oldest known information concerning the making and installation of a public clock in this part of Europe. In 1445, the clock was moved from the Rector Palace to the newly built town bell tower. On this occasion, Luca Zurokovic of the island of Collegium repaired the old mechanism and made a new dial and hand for the phases of the moon, as well as two figures. Jack Mart's or Jack's clock made of polychromed wood to strike the hour in March 1446. The well-known Dubrovnik painter Ivan Ugrinovic put the metal covering on the figure, painted and gilded them. In 1449, another Dubrovnik painter painted the dial according to the commission of a minor council. Notwithstanding all this care, the movement quickly wore out. In 1455, the split master craftsman Luca Percic made a new gear as well as a new jackmaster. The documents go to say that in 1477, the magistrat Giovanni Francesco Bergano made a new clock for the city bell tower and had 16 gear wells and a dial showing the phases of the moon. We can also find from the document a canon and the bell founder and the order of the minor council made the new bell for the city tower in 1478. In 1557, a now worn-out movement was repaired by German craftsman named Gaspar. The movement worked until the second half of the 18th century, at which time it was a replacement was ordered. Okay, so now we are talking about the pharmacy. In 1940, the pharmacist of Dubrovnik, and they have an inventory of 116 ceramic vessels for 16th to 18th century, was entrusted to the Museum of Dubrovnik. The vases are of various origin. The most were made in a famous Italian workshop, Nova Savona, Napoli, Firenze, and Castelli. They include some of the vases from Franciscan and Dominican pharmacy, which were purchased in 1804 alongside the daily and the decorative ceramic vases, a variety of glass laboratory accessory, metal, stone, wooden article also were purchased. In 1872, Atun Dobrak founded the Dubrovnik Native Museum, which was renamed as Dubrovnik Museum. From 17th century, here was a pharmacy. So this is the pharmacy museum. I have only one item, only one picture from here. Two. So this is the church of Dubrovnik. Restaurants. Narrow streets and streets that have stairs. So this was the presentation of Dubrovnik, Croatia. And thank you for watching. I'm Liliana Usvat.